Up next, the Bulls taking on the Magic. For the Bulls, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Magic Bulls, coming up on 2K Sports. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And here we can check out the story for Cole Anthony.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Josh Giddey is out there with insanity. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Vucevic, and it's Levine, and at the 3 slot. And for Orlando, at the guard spots, it's Suggs and Anthony. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Howard in at the 3 spot. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Pass to Banchero. Jacks up a 3, and the 3-ball is good.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Here's insanity, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Saric just screen on out. Down low. And there's Saric on the assist by Levine.
Well, look, Levine is such a gifted scorer that it opens up so much for him out of pick and roll.
Banchero outside. Pass to Howard. It's up a 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now the Bulls with it. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Takes it inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, easy call.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in, we had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Wow, what a great story. Now, here's Suggs after the miss from Insanity.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Levine for 3. Carter pulls it in. Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anthony on the wing, guarded by Levine. Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Attention fans, now on the court is your big squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Magic fans, it's T-shirt time.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate, frustrated with their level of play thus far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
Levine can't hit. Magic leading by 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete. He can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who is guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
A free throw drops for Suggs. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Here's Insanity. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
Just a terrific drive by Suggs. When he sees lanes to the rim open up, he attacks with no hesitation.
Now here's Vucevic. Hasn't made one yet. This one for 3, and it's Sharch. That time on the assist from Giddey.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Banchero kicks to Anthony. Anthony sets the pick for Howard. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Banchero. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Šarić. Here's Insanity. He's got 5. And here is Giddey. Vucevic is screen on Anthony. To the middle. Vucevic with the bucket.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
Banchero outside. Šarić grabs the board.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Insanity. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. So for Chicago, their last game a win against Los Angeles. Levine deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Giddey. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Entirely new group. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Šarić. Switch here. Howard's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Stevens is checked in. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Justice Winslow. Here's Insanity. Williams passes to LaVine. Here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Williams looking around. Clock at 6. 18 feet out. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Dosunmu's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
They've got Howard. Tobias Harris is out there with Pokuševski. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Sims in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Insanity. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, insanity in their last outing against the Lakers was driven. Dropped in 36 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And he makes the first. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Both free throws good from insanity. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Defensive foul. Kobe White. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Here's insanity. 9 points in the game so far. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Williams. It's White on the wing. Williams has a screen for White. Just 5 on the clock. With the teardrop and the call, the shot sends him to the line. The Bulls do their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Number 21. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from insanity. So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from insanity.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Harris outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rebound by the Bulls. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's insanity. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's insanity. Carter pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Back to Harris. No good with the layup. Chicago leading by 7. Now, Giddey. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And Orlando making a change here. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you take a look at Insanity. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into it.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Williams gets the bucket.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Magic trail by 12. Caldwell Pope outside. Harris up top. Giddy defending. And Caro outside. 6 to shoot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And Caro's got 7 points in the game.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
Now here's Giddy. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. Williams a screen on Harris. Here's Giddy. And he converts the layup. Giddy's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Banchero. Dropped up 2 there. Banchero's got 4 this quarter.
The defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Well, you take a look at Insanity. 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Levine takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Well, Levine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable from that.
Banchero outside. No good on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Chicago, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Both free throws good from Insanity.
And if they stay this hot from the line, there's a good chance they'll hang on to that lead. They're at about 90% for the game.
Banchero outside. He gets it in there. Banchero's got 6 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Here's Insanity. He's covered by Banchero. Insanity can't get it to go.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Suggs against Saric. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great job from the line this quarter. They've got their percentage way up there.
The Bulls have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
2 shots.
That's good from Insanity. And he can't hit the second. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
That one is off.
And they can't let points get away at the line. When you're behind, you have to make the most of your opportunities.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Paolo Banchero's got size. He can handle. He's very capable offensively. A lot of upside for this guy.
Right here.
Here's Insanity. Outside, Levine. Got it off in time. And it is good at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Orlando Magic.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime Shaq. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Quality addition for them. Well, Nurkic is an enforcer on the boards. Who can score? Now, that's what makes him in demand. Louisville.
The math on this move checks out. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Insanity has really been making it happen.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Oh, he's also a pretty good athlete. He sells fouls really well.
Here's Insanity. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Charge is out there with Levine. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic. And it's Insanity in at the point. Levine wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Levine's got 7 points.
Well, he's a consistent range scorer. Levine's team wants him to find his looks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Insanity.
Come get it, come get it.
Pass to Levine.
Go over it.
And here is Giddey. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists tonight.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. As our superstar says, it's not anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day, because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA, thanks. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Giddey against Anthony. And Howard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Suggs dishes to Banchero. Good work there as it goes. 14 points for Paolo Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Vucevic to the pass to Insanity. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And it's Banchero top the key. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Insanity. He's got 18. A floater. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Back to Levine. Good work defensively by Carter.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Suggs looking around. Giddy against Anthony. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Back to Suggs. Fires for three. The Magic again can't hit. The Bulls leading by 20. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Taken away by Anthony. At the elbow, Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, you love the energy from Vucevic there. Exceptional job getting down the floor on the break.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Outside Anthony. Banchero, a screen on Giddey. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Insanity. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over to the left wing. Howard with it. He's got 8. Takes one up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Saric.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for it. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Magic. The Bulls also changing.
We got this. We got this.
You're doing all right. Go get him.
Caldwell Pope left side. Suggs dishes to Harris. Magic moving the ball around. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Chicago's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. The Insanity, the pass to Dosunmu. 6 on the shot clock. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And here is Suggs. He's got 17. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For the game, shooting 5 of 7 at the line.
At the line for 2, Jalen Suggs.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Suggs. That will count. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Magic. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Bo Kuszewski is out there with Harris. Then there's Warren, and it's Sims in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Warren sets the pick for Harris. Sinks the three-pointer.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Insanity. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Harris against White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
And it's White missing. The Magic trail by 21. Here's Sims. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. To the inside. Power down with both hands.
Caldwell-Pope is one of those guys who just loves to come after.
The Bulls leading by 19 points. Dosunmu, the pass to Insanity. That one's off, still out of sync. Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Harris. That misses off the backboard. Chicago's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Here's Insanity. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. That one goes in. And that's now 21 points for Insanity.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Is your hype squad. All right, Magic fans, here we are, the T-shirt. Make some noise.
Checked in for Warren. Winslow's checked in for the Bulls. Josh Giddey comes in for White. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now Caldwell-Pope. Back to Harris. 5 on the clock. Pass to Pokusevski. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Bulls leading by 21. Here's Insanity. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Caldwell Pope's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Giddey. The baseline jumper goes down.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
Caldwell Pope outside. Harris inside the line. Kept alive Orlando. Pokusevski, the pass to Banchero. Lock at 6. Back to Pokusevski. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Dosunmu with it. Picked up by Banchero. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
From 12 feet out. Harris's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
To the paint, here's Pokusevski. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Insanity. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Pass to Pokusevski. Good ball movement here by the Magic. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Here's Insanity. Drives to the hoop. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside, trying to get something going. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Insanity. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Banchero outside. On the wing, Harris. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Josh Giddey. He hits the second from the line. Here's Insanity. Pass to White. Here's Insanity. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right, a lot of examples. Here's Insanity. Puts it up from 15. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Here's Insanity. He's covered by Suggs. Six to shoot. Here's Insanity. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Anthony down low. Defended by Dosunmu. Anthony with the bucket.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Knocked away. Suggs with the steal. Outside Anthony. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping. Way to bring home that W.